Hi everyone, my name is Jen and thank you for visiting my channel. I want to talk today about a case that has been weighing on my heart very heavily for the past few days and about circumstances involving that case. This is not usually the kind of content that I put on my channel, but it is something I feel very strongly about, and I think that's the beauty of social media and this platform of YouTube. We're all given an opportunity to share our thoughts and our feelings and to hopefully make people aware of things that are going on in the world and that I think that are wrong. I know that a lot of people agree with me. I've been talking to a few friends about it and they agree. I know that there will be a lot of people who disagree with me and a lot of people who think that this is not something that we should be discussing, but I feel very strongly it is. And that is the case of the missing 20-year-old Iowa resident. Her name is Molly Tibbets. First, I'm going to tell you all that this is not meant as any kind of disrespect for Molly or her family. I feel so bad for her family. I cannot even imagine what they're going through. The just not knowing where she is and if she's okay, or I just can't even imagine what they're going through. And my heart really does hurt for her and her family. But there is an injustice that's happening in this country, and I think it needs talked about, and it's not directed at her or her family in particular. It's just, this is one case and a circumstance that can set an example for others. Molly Tibbets is a 20-year-old University of Iowa student who went missing on July 18th. She was last seen when she was jogging in Brooklyn, Iowa, and that is about an hour east of Des Moines, Iowa. It's a small town. Her family reported her missing the next day after she failed to show up to work. They've tried to call her cell phone and it goes directly to voicemail. Police have searched nearby farms and cornfields with no traces of her. As I'm filming this, it's August the 2nd at around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and there was just news that there had been a possible sighting of her in Kansas City, Missouri at a truck stop, and that the girl that someone said looked like her appeared to be drugged and that she was with a trucker. Now, whether that is a credible lead or not, I don't know. It's just something new that had come out in the past few hours. So what I want to talk about is not necessarily has anything to do with Molly in particular, but it's how the news media and social media focuses their attention on one person when there are so many people that need to be focused on and need the attention. In the past 2 days, I have gotten 2 Fox News alerts, 2 CNN News alerts. Her family has appeared on Fox and Friends, the morning show. While I was looking on Google for information about this case to make this video, there is a USA Today article, a People magazine article, and countless blog posts and Twitter posts about this case. And while I know this is an important case and that she needs to be found and then the message needs to get out there, so if anybody does see her, that they can get her help, there are so many people that are missing that are just not getting the attention they need. As of July 18th, when she went missing, there were 346 other missing people from the state of Iowa, and they range in age from a few months to their 80s. And some date back clear to the 1970s. When I was taking notes about this, I looked at several other cases of missing people from the state of Iowa to see if I had heard about any of these or if there had been any national coverage of any kind of cases that I can find out of Iowa. And as far as I could find, there is not any. I did find some articles of local news stories about one case in particular that I feel is someone that deserves national attention. And that is the case of a 16-year-old autistic boy named Jake Wilson. Jake went missing on the night of April the 7th from LaPorte City, Iowa, and he told his family that he was going for a walk, and he never returned home. I think a case like that, of him having a disability, it should be something that makes national news. Why are the news medias not covering that story? He's been missing for months now, and there are no leads in his case. There is no national attention for him whatsoever. So just in this case alone, that goes to show you that being female, middle to upper class, young, and white gets you more attention in this country than a 16-year-old autistic boy. And I think that's wrong. I'm not saying that she does not deserve the coverage, but I think that this boy deserves coverage as well. He doesn't have a voice. He needs someone to be a voice for him. And why are we just ignoring the fact that there are so many missing people and just focusing so much of our attention on one? We spend hours a day reading news articles that distract us from the things that matter in this country, in this world. Sex trafficking, rape, murder. It just goes, the list of things that are serious, that need our attention. We just don't get the attention because there's only a select number of articles and stories that are given to us because in the news media, because either we don't want to acknowledge the others, or they don't want us to know about the others. So I think we owe it to people like Jake Wilson that disappeared on April the 7th to get his word out there. So what I'm going to ask you all to do is, if you see this video and you're seeing it now to this point, even if it's just one social media, pick Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, somewhere. I'm going to leave a picture of Jake and his information at the end of this video, and I'm just asking you to make a post on one of the social medias and use a hashtag. There is a hashtag, I will leave it. Use the hashtag, get his story out there, and help find this boy. Help get some coverage for him as well. There are so many other people that need our help, but we're ignoring them and giving all of our attention to one person. Like I said, it's not that I don't think that she deserves our attention. I hope and I pray so hard that she is found and she is safe and that her family gets closure. But I think we also need to focus on other people too. We spend a lot of time wasting time on so many things that aren't important in this life. This is something that's important. It's important to me. I hope it's important to other people. Thank you all so much for listening to me. I appreciate it. And I will leave Jake Wilson's information at the end of this video. And I ask that you make a post on one of the social medias and get his word out there, his story out there, and help find him as well, because he needs to be found as well for his family. Thank you all very much. Have a good day.